Well, becoming a parent, there's no instruction book, and it can be difficult at times. Well, West Ohio Community Action Partnership is going to help us out. We are going to learn more about MVP program, the most valuable parents. Joining us today, Kim Bruns, Community Services Director with West Ohio WOCAP. And then we have Michael Van Brockland, and he's a mentor coach for the MVP program. And thank you guys for coming today.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us, Holly.
Okay, so Kim, you guys, your mission is to help and deal with children in the community, and I guess you find that sometimes it's hard to be a parent. I mean, I think everyone knows that, and to get together and help, talk to other people, it might be helpful, right?
It definitely is helpful, and with this program that we have, it's parenting classes, and so it's very intensive for parents to learn some different things. And I can have Michael talk a little bit about some of the areas that we talk about in the class.
Right, yeah. So Michael, what do you guys cover in the class?
Well, we try to take a wide approach on this. It could be something with dealing with stress, anger management, positive discipline, communicating with respect. Anything that we can do along the lines of helping parents understand their children, basically the growth process and what to expect. It's a very interesting study because the parents bring something to the table. So we learn from each other. It's kind of a discussion-based workshop. But we also offer evidence-based research on some of the things that we're discovering today that are beneficial for families to create that nurturing environment.
I bet it's probably nice to be together with other parents to realize you're not alone. Like, you're not the only one that had your kid do this or that, and that, you can learn from each other too.
We found that out. We've had people take some of the parenting strategies from our book, apply them at home and come back and say that they worked very well. They were pleased with it. And we've also had, and I learned basically from every class that I'm a part of, because parents bring their own strategies and experiences to the table. And I let everyone know there's no perfect parent, but there is, and there is the opportunity to share things that work. It may work for you and your kids, it may not, depending on what people bring to the table. But for the most part, our evidence-based materials, which, by the way, are free to all participants, have provided families with a lot of positive, effective strategies to deal with what kids are going through today, which is quite a bit. With COVID and everything else going on. Kids are under a lot of stress. So it's our opportunity, I guess, to talk to parents about that and help them learn to deal with that stress.
Kim, Michael mentioned that the material is free. Are the classes free too? And do you encourage people to sign up now so you can figure out when you might be able to hold them?
Yes, the classes are free, and we do even offer some incentives for parents to come and participate in the classes. And the classes are forming right now, and so we try and be very flexible with the class schedule. So once we have to have a minimum of 4 and a maximum of 12 parents. So so there is a little bit of fine tuning to that. So as we get people interested, we can fine tune those class schedules and try and make it work for whomever's interested.
Michael, is this targeted at certain age kids? Is it mainly younger kids, or do you also talk about, older, the teen years, and high school kids too, and how to deal with that kind of stress?
We cover the gamut. We start out with some main philosophical foundations for what nurturing parenting is. We talk about brain development in infants and toddlers, work up through teens. And yes, it's basically 0 to 18. We cover it all. And we don't specify any one particular age group. We cover it.
And I assume sometimes parents might be reluctant. They're like, I don't really need help. And maybe deep down they figure maybe this would be helpful. I mean, did people just need to take that first step that you find to sign up for the class and then really get some valuable materials?
Yeah, I've in all the time I've been doing this, I've only had one person say, well, I know enough about parenting, I don't need it. But the way I look at it, our role as parents is to provide the best environment we can for our kids. And that includes having all the knowledge that we can get access to in order to help create that nurturing environment. So keeping in mind that we can always learn, I think everyone will gain something from this class.
All right, MVP program, Most Valuable Parents. Kim and Michael, thanks very much for joining us today.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All
Thanks,
right.
Holly.
Thank you. All right, don't go away. New Edition continues in a moment.